I'm glad you're done. All right. So basically, like how I covered the a general blanket of horror anime. Here's another category. It's a little bit more popular than what horror anime is, just for the simple fact that it's called it's harem, and basically it emphasizes on polygamous or love triangle relationships characterized by protagonists surrounded mostly by three or more members of the same and or opposite gender slash sex and or love interest. So for all of our same sex enjoying people, there are ones that are same sex. There are also ones that there's female main character that have several men that are just absolutely insane about them. But basically what it comes back down to, the majority of what you see is one guy and like fucking anywhere from 2 to 3 to 7 girls.
I've seen 12.
Interested. Shut up, you. Anyway, interested in this guy. A lot of times it's going to be more of a subcategory, just for the simple fact that they can't just go, oh well, here you go, here's a harem. No, they have to either set it around supernatural events, and he's being the protector, or she's being the protector. Don't want to gender side this on either word, because I've seen both. I've went through and I've researched several different harems for this. One tag that you will happen to see a lot of time with this, if it's a standard harem, which is one male, is Ichi. Yes, Ichi is allowed to show, well, not allowed, but typically shows breasts and ass, no actual intercourse, nothing of that nature. Anyway, moving on from that.
It's sexual joking, basically. That's what Ichi means.
But some of the more popular animes that actually are involved with this. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Tenchi Muyo, or Tenchi Universe.
Yes, really good show.
Thank you.
That's one of the first ones, actually.
Harem. That was a sci-fi space harem, believe it or not.
Duh. I could have told you that.
Well,
it's awesome.
Yeah. But yeah, isn't it cool? That's what I was first introduced to harem to. And the other night, it was I was just kind of messing around looking for something else to watch, and I fell back into the vice that is the harem based animes.
And I was your pusher, baby.
You stay out of this, because some of the things you showed me fucked me up for life.
Or you're in love with now.
Anyway, moving on. We're not going to talk about that succubus.
Hey,
or that senator. Anyway, but no.
Hey, she's a very nice lady.
A lot of times, oh god, a lot of times you'll see like I said, the one person. There we go. We'll phrase it that way. You'll see the one person that is, the love interest of several people. A lot of times you'll see a lot of resistance from the one person until maybe later on. I know in Tenchi you saw a lot of resistance from him, from everybody in the house. And also it may not be categorized as that, but Fooly Cooly, in my opinion, there was a love triangle between Takun's older brother's girlfriend's thing and the space chick. Correct me if I'm wrong, right, Remo?
Yeah, very correct there.
So, I mean, there's also ones where there's not tons and tons of girls, and he's clearly interested in one, and the other one, he's like, you're a psychopathic alien who keeps pulling shit out of my damn head. So, but just a few animes that fall into this category. There's High School DxD, New, and Born. There's also Testament of Sister New Devil.
Yeah, I like the Japanese name better, but yes.
Yeah, fuck you. I have trouble pronouncing it. There's Trinity 7.
High School of the Dead?
Yes, High School of the Dead technically does. It is a harem / horror, so it covers both of those two topics that I love to talk about. Let's see. There's also Shuffle. There's tons. You punch in harem, you go over to My Anime List, or you go to kissanime.to. They actually break it down into categories, and there's tons of different things like that. A lot of times you'll see the anime series actually end before you figure out who he decides he wants to be with, or if he decides, or she even decides if they want to be with somebody. Thus comes in the manga side of things, which are oddly different at times.
But to add in, it's kind of split 50-50 because a lot of them do not end with him choosing one. You see which one he's probably going to go with or which one she's probably going to go with. But there are quite a few where the main protagonist clearly picks a person. I've seen a few of those.
Yeah, there is that too. But I mean, all in all, it's a funny kind of, mind-boggling anime to look into. I mean, like I said, it's normally a subgenre. It's hard to make it stand on its own, just due to the fact that it's basically an anime based around polygamous relationships or love triangles, if you would. So
it's not even really. Is it alright if I throw in a little conjecture real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's not really polygamous. It's the age old tale. Like almost any comedy, or not comedy, but any romance, there's always a love triangle aspect or who a person should be with. And in a lot of these, they're played up for comedy, but there's actually a lot of good life lessons in some of these if you actually pay attention. And like who you should really go with, who really loves this person, this and that. Also, there's a lot of good comedy that comes out of this. And yes, there are a lot of very pervy ones. But there's also some... Yeah, no. I know you like this. But there's a lot of really good ones that are just really good, either straight comedies or really good straight stories. There's some that are really good combat-oriented. Like I was watching one the other day that is all about mechs fighting these like demonic aliens that are coming down. And it's in the harem category, but it's also... You can find it in the action category because it's mainly about the action. And of course, there's this love interest between 3 girls that are in this group along with this guy. So it can cover many bases, but at the heart of it, it's actually about romance. And of course, there's some ones that are just purely pervy. But there's great comedy that comes out of situations of where, well, fuck, how should I word it? There comes great situations of comedy out of these because of the circumstances they're put into with these individuals, and they're quite funny, man. You should see them, just have a good laugh and to be entertained and not sit there looking for a really deep story, even though sometimes you'll get that. But it's purely... Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to fuck you up. My bad. Yeah, I mean, I know with the high school DxD one, the main character is a complete perv, totally. Yes. But he has his moments of diamond in the rough type of mentality. I mean, he basically becomes a slave to a demon and wants to do anything in his power to help her and protect her and everyone that's part of their clan and everything like that. I mean, our house, for lack of a better word. I like clan better because I'm a Ninja Scrolls kind of guy. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
But, I mean, you look at it like that and you start to see more character development as the seasons go along. Another thing that I find annoying, and this is a little off topic, it's just new anime in general, Monkey Paws, REMO, you guys can agree, is the lack of episodes and, how long it takes us to develop a fucking character. You mean to tell me back in the day, we used to get 25 episodes. Now we only get 12? What the fuck is this?
It's the new model for Japan, and then they wait a year to see how popular it is, and then it takes them another year to make the next season, if you get it. Which pisses me off extremely.
You brought up High School of the Dead earlier. There was more mentions of a season 2 actually more than likely coming. But, I mean, it's been 6 years, 4 years, something like that since the last one came out. So, I mean, my hopes for it are quickly diminishing, but we'll see what happens. I mean, that's what really... After Tenchi, that was the only other harem I had watched, and I went berserk and got, like, the uncensored Japanese subbed, the English dub, the uncensored English dub, the OVA subbed and dubbed, censored and uncensored. I absolutely went insane for that. And not only did I like it, I mean, hell, my wife even liked it, and she was like, when's season 2 coming? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, well, you need to find out. I'm like, God damn, homie. I mean, the flakes.
And see, I watch a lot of anime, and a lot of people like look down upon the harem thing, because a lot of it is ecchi and just purely pervy, but then there's some really great ones that actually have a really good story, like High School of the Dead, where it's a really great premise, the zombies, the action is amazing, each character is their own person with their own individuality, and different traits they add on, and the story actually gets pretty deep and involved. And even then, like with High School of the Dead, I liked where it kind of went off in its own course. You thought he was going to end up with this chick that he's loved his entire life, but no, he actually goes for the strong Kendo chick, who
Yes.
is a very strong woman, and the personalities at first you don't think they would come together in that way, but being thrown into the circumstance, you see how they, you know what I mean? You'd have to watch it to see, but it's actually a lot more than just a harem or ichi. It's actually a very well endowed story. Well endowed. Oh God, there we go. But
Nice.
check it out.
Real nice. Just nice wordplay there, you fucking
Yeah.
horn dog.
And not fucking me too.
Well,
That's why I was like, oh God damn it.
And here we keep going.
There's actually a game that kind of follows that. Played as Killer is Dead. Follows that same kind of basis. It's really, really perverted. Oh my god.
Oh
It
yeah.
plays. I wish they'd make that into an anime. If they did, sweet Jesus, it'd be awesome. The game itself is kind of a pain in the ass. It's very pervy, but it follows the same baseline of a harem. That's really the only one I can think of.
What's it called again? I've never heard of it.
Killer is
Killer is
dead.
Dead.
What system's that on?
It was on the 360.
Huh.
That's the one I had it for. It was really good.
See, and a lot of people think,
I don't
oh, if it's
remember
just
that.
ichi or harem, then it's stupid or just pervy. Think of the
Smut,
game
yeah.
Catherine. I just remembered the game Catherine. It's a love triangle, kind of harem, but it's only two girls. But it's dealing with issues of monogamy and who you really love, and cheating is gonna lead you into a bad place, and this and that, and the deeper issues hid behind a kind of pervy, out there, funny game that with a horror element, but actually has some really good, moral issues to it, and makes you think, even subconsciously. And I don't think most people caught on to that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to agree with that. I mean, a lot of people will look at it and say they're smut, but they just happen to be catching the awkward scene, where it's like, as the watcher, as the person viewing it too, I'm like, it is what it is. That's just how they want to convey their art. So,
Calm down now.
oh no,
You are the pervy saying.
I got a fucking peanut gallery back here saying smut repeatedly, and I'll show her smut here in a minute. She didn't think High School of the Dead was smut when she watched it. She was all like, "Look at the blonde one's boobs, babe! Oh my god, you see them?"
Wow. Okay,
Okay, that went on to a tangent.
Sure.
We're gonna have to ask you to calm down, okay? Put it back in the pants. I know it's not hard to, it's kind of small, but just put it back and relax.
I'm sorry. What? You want me to put you back in? It's kind of small. Okay.
Damn.
Are you talking about your ass is small and I'm too big for it? What?
No, sir. Anyway, moving on. I mean,
Why?
but yeah, a lot of these you'll see, even in those moments of a lot of teen angst in them too and stuff like that. And the moments of perversion after that, you'll see a clearing of consciousness where it's story development actually happens, and it's gets to be interesting to watch how these people start to interact with each other. And then sometimes you get characters who you're like, oh well, that person's not going to be interested in them because they're not interested in them already after the first season. Well, the next season will roll around, and then that person throws himself into the mix, cough, Aniko, and then it starts to make things even more difficult and complex.
Very true, I agree with you there.
Oh, and real quick, while remembering and we're on the topic, take Ross Visa, okay? She's old like you.
Oh
Oh,
shit,
shit.
you can. Sorry.
I'm Batman. Well, no, I mean this was I like shining some spotlights on some of the subcategories that don't get a whole lot of attention. I mean, yeah, this one's a little bit more popular than horror. This one, it has more fan service, cough, ichi, than some of the other ones. But yeah, I mean, this is one that definitely I feel is a strong standing or fuck, what's the word I want? Foundation for the anime and the manga community. So I mean, it definitely needed to be brought to light.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. Like, it is a topic to talk about, and I know there's a lot of people out there that like it, but feel like and get called pervy for liking it. But not all of them are as pervy as High School D&D or anywhere near that. Still a good show.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I do like it, just because it's funny as fuck. But it is a worthy place to check out, and if something has it as a tag on it or as a subcategory, don't just write it off, because there's a lot of good action ones, there's a lot of good comedy ones, serious ones, even supernatural ones that are worth your time.
Yeah, and considering right now the few that I have already watched and currently watching and have mapped out for the next one, a lot of them are actual supernatural ones too. So I'm probably gonna look and try to find one that's not so supernatural, maybe more action based, and see where we go from there. Wasn't Evangelion considered one? Because didn't our
Yeah, I think so.